This is NNC, Neural Newscast.
Welcome back to Crime Cyber Insights on the Neural Newscast Network, where we dive deep into the wild world of cybersecurity. I'm your host, Kara Swift, and today we're tackling a hot topic that's been buzzing in tech circles, the recent MCP attack vulnerability in Cursor. But before we jump in, a quick shout out to Intel Bytes, aka SH1 Katagana 1 on YouTube, for submitting this gem of a topic. Thanks so much for keeping us on our toes. We appreciate you. Joining me to break it all down is Chad Thompson, a seasoned cybersecurity director with over 2 decades in the trenches. Chad, great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Kara. Always a pleasure to chat about these cyber curveballs. And yeah, shout out to Intel Bytes for spotting this one. It's a doozy.
Absolutely. It's got everyone talking. So, for our listeners who might not be fully looped in, let's start at the basics. What exactly is this MCP attack vulnerability in Cursor? I've heard it described as a sneaky backdoor, but break it down for us like we're grabbing coffee. Keep it real.
Aha, coffee talk it is. Okay, so Cursor is that AI-powered code editor, right? It's built on VS Code, super popular for developers because it suggests code on the fly using large language models. Now, the MCP attack stands for Malicious Code Prompting, I believe, exploits a vulnerability where attackers can inject harmful prompts into the AI's suggestion engine. Essentially, it's like whispering bad ideas into the ear of your coding assistant. And if you're not careful, it could lead to executing malicious code right in your environment.
Whoa, that sounds insidious. So, it's not just about buggy software, it's the AI itself being manipulated. Like, how does that even play out in a real world scenario? Give us an example, Chad. Paint the picture.
Picture this. You're a developer working on a project, and Cursor's AI pops up with a code snippet that looks legit. But hidden in there is a prompt that's been crafted by an attacker, maybe through a shared repository or a poisoned dataset the AI trained on. Boom, you accept it, and suddenly your system is running unauthorized scripts, leaking data, or even installing backdoors. It's sneaky because it blends right in with normal suggestions. We've seen similar stuff with other AI tools, but this one's tied to Cursor's integration with models like GPT.
Okay, that's chilling. It's like the AI is your helpful sidekick turning rogue. And from what I've read, this phone was disclosed recently, right? Was it a 0 day or did the Cursor team know about it?
It was reported as a potential 0 day by some security researchers, but Cursor's devs jumped on it pretty quick with a patch. Still, the window was open long enough for proof of concepts to circulate online. That's the scary part. The barrier to entry for attackers is low. Anyone with basic prompt engineering skills could tweak it.
Low barrier? Yikes. So, Chad, as a cybersecurity director, what's your take on the broader implications? Is this just a Cursor problem, or are we looking at a bigger trend in AI assisted tools?
Oh, definitely bigger picture here, Kara. We're seeing this across the board with AI integrations. Think GitHub Copilot or even chatbots in enterprise software. The vuln exposes how reliant we've become on these black box models. If an attacker can poison the training data or manipulate inputs, it's game over for trust. Enterprises especially need to wake up. I've advised teams to implement stricter sandboxing and input validation. But honestly, it's a cat and mouse game. AI evolves fast, and so do the threats.
Cat and mouse. I like that analogy. But let's talk mitigation, because our listeners are probably thinking, how do I protect myself? If I'm a dev using Cursor, what's step one? Disable AI entirely? That seems extreme.
Nah, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Step 1. Update immediately. Cursor rolled out a fix that adds better prompt filtering and user controls. Step 2. Use it in an isolated environment like a virtual machine. So if something slips through, it's contained. And 3. Educate yourself on prompt attacks. Tools like OWASP's AI security guidelines are gold for this. Oh, and always review suggestions manually. AI is smart, but it's not infallible.
Solid advice. But Chad, counterpoint, what if the AI suggestions are so seamless that devs get lazy? I mean, we've all been there, right? Autocomplete feels like magic, but magic can bite back.
Exactly, Kara. You nailed it. That's the human factor. We've got to build a culture of skepticism. In my experience, training sessions where we simulate these attacks really drive the point home. It's not about paranoia, it's about smart habits. And hey, if you're in a team, implement code reviews that specifically check for AI generated anomalies.
Simulate attacks? Love that proactive vibe. Shifting gears a bit, how does this tie into larger cyber trends? We've got ransomware on the rise, state-sponsored hacks. Is MCP just another tool in the bad guys' arsenal?
Spot on. It's amplifying existing threats. Imagine a ransomware group using MCP to infiltrate dev pipelines. Sunnies, your supply chain is compromised without a single phishing email. We've seen echoes of this in SolarWinds or Log4j. AI just adds a new layer. Governments are starting to regulate AI security, but it's lagging behind the innovation curves.
Lagging behind. Story of our industry, huh? Okay, one more thing before we wrap. Any wild predictions? Will we see more vulns like this in 2024, or are we turning a corner?
Predictions? Boldly, I'd say yes. More vulns, but also better defenses. As AI gets baked into everything, attackers will probe harder, but so will ethical hackers. It's an arms race, Kara. My advice, stay vigilant, patch fast, and collaborate. Communities like the one Intel Bytes is part of.
Arms race it is. Chad, you've given us a ton to chew on. Thanks for demystifying this MCP mess. Folks, if you're digging these insights, hit subscribe and send us your topics just like Intel Bytes did. Until next time on Prime Cyber Insights, stay secure out there.
Thanks, Kara. Catch you next time. And remember, question your code.
You have been listening to NNC. Visit nnewscast.com for more episodes and deep dives. Neural Newscast fuses real and AI-generated voices for fast, quality news. AI creates, humans review. We aim for accuracy, but errors can happen. Verify key details. Learn more at nnewscast.com.